Alright, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Uncle Remo with Global Star Entertainment. What's up, y'all? Yeah, I'm chilling today, man. I just want to touch bases on that last story that I had yesterday about in my school, junior high school 258, David Ruggles middle school and shit. Shit was live, man. I'm gonna talk about a story in which I said why homeboy was acting the way he was acting and fronting on people that like the way he was. And one of the reasons why was because I'm gonna talk about two stories. That was a real story. It was a real story. It kind of go with each other, but it's two stories I'm gonna give y'all today about Truth Day and how bad it was with each other. But that one, why someone was acting like he was tough, was because an incident happened between him and my other boy, one of my close friends. And I instigated the fight. I mean, he kept fucking with my friend. My friend didn't want to fight the nigga. I don't want to say his name. And I'm just tired. I don't want to mention son name, but you know, if y'all watch the previous video, y'all get a drift of what son name was. I want to just keep mentioning son name you know what I'm saying, without speaking to him and, you know, getting his permission on whether or not can I use his name. So anyway, to make a long story short, we was in a cafeteria chilling on our lunch period, whatever, and son kept fucking with, the bully nigga kept fucking with my homeboy. So I kept instigating like, yo, bro, just fuck this nigga up. My boy didn't really want no smoke. And this was 7th grade year. Like towards the end when son started acting like, you know, he was acting tough and shit. So what happened was, yeah, 7th grade. Just 7th grade? No, it was the beginning of 8th grade. My fault. Like I told you, 8th grade, he started acting tough. So the reason why he started acting tough is because of this incident, you know what I'm saying, the nigga, we in the cafeteria, I told my man, yo, listen, son, fight him. I told him, yo, fight him. You keep fucking with you, fight that nigga. So he like, all right, yo, but you could tell my man really didn't want to fight the nigga, but I kept saying, yo, bro, the only way he gonna leave you alone is if you fight the nigga. So we get up in the hallway, we going up towards our first floor. We come from the basement. The cafeteria was in the basement. So we coming up that little stairway. It's two interesting. It's two ways you can enter the cafeteria. It's from the end into it's the top of the hallway. So we used to enter through one way and exit out the other way. So we exited coming up that from the basement up to the first floor because we was on the first floor. Right in between the basement and the first floor stairwell, that's when I was like, yo, hit him now. So hit him now, pop on him now. And he was walking behind us. So I said, yo, pop on him now. When we get to the top, it says pop on him now. Son kept looking like behind, like doing that shit, like, because he see us behind him. So he played the trick. He had like he had to tie the sneaker. He had to tie the sneaker shit, so my man swung on a nigga. He caught my man like in some full nose, like he swung him, like he went with the punch and caught the nigga underarm. Fiend my man out, but while he got him in the fiend, we all thinking like he just playing around, like he just gonna hold him, but we didn't realize how tight he had son. And then within like, no lie, bro, like 10 seconds, my man was asleep. So I thought he was on some wrestling shit. I thought he was playing, you know. At that time, we young, we like 13, 12. The nigga running around, he sleep, like gone. He just holding the nigga up, like, something like that. Eyes open, though. Eyes open here. So, yeah. Word, everything along. Like, he's snoring, but his eyes was open. I never seen no shit like that in my life. So, he just let the nigga go, like, everybody yelling like, yo, let him go. So now the staff come. They're like, yo, let him go. He let the nigga go. He just dropped. Boom! You just hear this nigga snoring. I was one of them. What the fuck? So now we all just looking. I'm thinking the nigga got for bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking the nigga dead. So the assistant principal can't know. He was an assistant principal. He was a fucking, like a floor coordinator or some shit. He came, punched the nigga in the chest. Boom. No, he wasn't a floor coordinator. He was a special ed teacher at that time. He came, punched the nigga in the chest twice. Boop, boop. And my man got up. He was like, he didn't know where he was at. Because you could tell he was just pacing back and forth. He was just pacing back and forth. But he not, like, you could tell he not there. But he's just looking around like, what the fuck happened? So I guided him back into the room to our class and shit. We had like science class. We was going from lunch to science class. So I'm telling him like, yo, bro, son put you to sleep. He like, what? And then son come. Some coming to hall day in the class, like he hyped up, he pumped up. He come into class popping shit like, yo, fuck out of here, yeah. So that's when my man pops on the nigga. My man got him after he came into class, my man popped on him. Boom, boom, boom. Son started running, kicking over the desks like he was really doing something. It was like hilarious, man. The shit, I can laugh about it now because, you know, it was years, but the shit was funny, bro. He like, it's stunts after stunts. Like, he come into class after he did that. He like, y'all niggas want to jump me on? And he feeling so he crying and shit, kicking the chairs, the desks and shit. So my man trying to get to him. My man swung 2 good punches, boom, boom. So I'm backing up, knocking over everything, the racers, the science boards. Whoa, he's knocking over everything, like stunt shit. So anyway, they pull him out the classroom. They both get out the class. They both get suspended and shit. Shit was crazy, bro. I was tight about that shit. That was my boy. You know what I'm saying? But another incident we'll talk about how wild 258 was. Niggas used to have not freshman fathers. I don't know what this shit was. When a group of niggas used to come up from the school, not from my school, and just sit like across the street and wait for random niggas to come outside and just start snuffing niggas. Like if you was nobody, you was getting popped on, bro. Like I'm dead ass serious, bro. It was niggas from not even from our school. It was like older niggas that used to come from like that. I guess went there previously before, and they used to come up there with a mob. And you know what I'm saying? If you didn't know nobody or didn't know somebody that was in that group or that mob, bro, your ass was getting smoked, bro. I'm talking about 20, 30 niggas punching you in your head at one time, kicking you up your ass, chasing you and all types of shit. So one time in particular, it was the last day of school, I can remember, bro. And the niggas came up there, bro, and they had this nigga with him. I don't want to say his name. They had this nigga with them the whole time, snuffing niggas, punching niggas in the face after school. He was down. He was like a pop-off dummy, like a, you know what I'm saying? Like a real POD type of nigga, like iPod nigga, feel me? He had popped the bottle on everybody. So actually, so what happened was, the whole time he's sitting with them, he popping off on everything, thinking he down with the crew, popping on their nerves, popping on. It's the last day of school, so son just giving it up. Crazy, super crazy. With them was like 20, 30 niggas, they just sitting out in the school stuffing niggas. School said they're not doing nothing. You know, it was the last day of school, so niggas really just trying to get in and get out of that shit. They don't really give a fuck what's really going on. So after like, no lie, bro, like 10, 15 minutes of them just randomly snuffing niggas, they get tired. They're like, yo, let's move down. So now school safety come like, yo, move down. So we moved from Tompkins. We moved from Tompkins and where the school is at, Tompkins and Macon, down to Marcy now. So now we walking down Marcy. Strolling that Marcy. We used to call it strolling that Marcy, stroll that Marcy. Anything you see a random nigga, pop it off. That's before the knockout game was a knockout game. Niggas was doing that shit. And I don't take credit to this shit. That shit's bad. And I'm sorry, I regret all that shit, but that's what the niggas used to be doing. Feel me? So, not saying me, but I'm saying particularly that's what the niggas was doing at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I was just mobbing, just being, you know what I'm saying? No funny shit. Niggas didn't want to be the niggas that niggas set it off on. The niggas mobbing with niggas, you feel me? So, but niggas never set it off on us, never tried to set it off. I'm just saying, like, we were just rolling with the mob. So, you know what I'm saying? So, because we thought that was the cool way to, you know what I'm saying, to be in fit. So we walking down Marcy now, mobbing now. We hit Jefferson. You know, hit me, Horsey. We see a nigga set it off for him. Hancock, nigga set it off on some nigga. Niggas hit Jefferson, nigga set it on Jefferson. Niggas hit Putnam, niggas set it off on that corner right there, put the street from the church. The Baptist Church, Concord Baptist Church, niggas set it off. Niggas hit my block, Madison. Niggas hit Madison. You know what I'm saying? One of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying? They seen son. He wasn't coming outside like that at that time, so he was like a really quiet boy at that time, particular time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened later on, but son started letting his nuts hang and shit. But at that time, son was like, you know, go in the house, stay in the house. You'll see him like randomly and shit like that. But he was like, at that time he wasn't. I guess they didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? Cause I tried to like tell him, nah, chill, that was my man. They still set it off on him. I mean, they approached son. He tried to act like, you know, he had a lot of heart. He was like, oh, he wasn't with nothing. He let him know he wasn't with nothing. They popped the bottle on him. They hit him so hard, bro. He fell on his back and instantly turned on his stomach like I never seen no shit like that. He just like this, boom, boom, like it was like one motion, like on his back, bow, then flip, bow, and then just covered up, and they were just all kicking him on his fucking head and shit. I think he had like an accident and shit, so he had like a limp, a funny limp. So it was just hard for him like to, you know what I'm saying, defend himself and shit. And it was like 20 niggas. I'm trying to get 20 niggas off him. Nigga, I'm pushing everybody trying to get 20 niggas off him and shit. But it was like real bad for him that day. You know what I'm saying? But he held a grudge about that shit. He talked about that shit a lot. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas jumping him and shit. He always would try to get niggas back one-on-one for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And another incident I had because of that shit, niggas that pop off shit, niggas snuffing niggas for no reason, going around just hitting niggas for no reason. I had an incident like that with a nigga actually, like, no funny shit. Like, I had a lot of fights in my life, but this is one fight I could actually say to myself, and I admit with myself, I lost, bro. A nigga really, like, he beat me, and real shit. And I'm gonna tell you why the nigga beat me up. Because he won, he got that, and I give him that. You know what I'm saying? What happened was, we started doing the same thing that we seen the older people do before us, like going around snuffing people. We started doing that shit on our block. Like anybody that wasn't from Madison, you come through, niggas was setting on for you, right? You know what I'm saying? So one day in particular, we see a nerd looking dude, nerd glasses, skinny, like, you know what I'm saying, just judging the book by his cover. He come through on the block. We all out there in front of the building, whatever. In front of we had a little park we used to call the little park. We used to sit in front of the little park and shit. We see the nigga walking down, like, yo, he walking on the other side of the street. So we like, yo, who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? So we look at, nobody know, they acknowledge the nigga, nobody know who the son is. So I'm like, yo, leave that nigga alone. You know what I'm saying? Just leave him. My twin like, nah, fuck that, nigga. He ain't from here, nigga. We gotta set it off. My twin calls the nigga like, yo, he stops. I'm telling son, like behind my twin, I'm telling the nigga like, yo, just go, run. So I'm whispering to the nigga like, yo, run. Son still standing there. He had one of them glasses. He had them glasses that look like magnifying glasses. Like his eye, like when you look at his eye, his glasses frame, them shits look like this, like he had 3 eyes. The shit was just crazy. Like he's wild, super big. I know I'm talking about, like them big bifocal shits. So I'm looking at the nigga. I'm getting dizzy trying to tell him to go. Son stood there. So my little brother popped it on the nigga. Boop, boop. Son took off running. He just took off running, like running in the direction that I guess he was coming from, or what block he was on. I guess that was like Bedford or some shit. Okay, he took off, boom, he running back. So the next 2 days go past, we ain't worrying about it. We still on our goon shit, like trying to set it off and trying to get a name and shit. So the nigga come through. I'm sitting outside. We used to have a curfew like 9 o'clock. My mom to let us sit out in front of the stoop after it get a little certain dark. You had to stay on the block. Once it get dark, we had to sit on the block. Any other time you come out from school, do your homework, she used to let us go out to the park, whatever. But once it get dark, your ass had to be on that block. That's how it was for us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about nobody else, but I know that's how it was for us. And my mom's a peek her head out that window. God bless her soul. She had peek her head out the window, and we had to be there. So I'm sitting in front of the building. It was me and my other homeboy. We sitting from school. We sitting there talking and politicking. And I look across the street. I see a whole mob of dudes. Like 5 or no lie, like 6, 7 dudes. So I ain't crossing my mind. I'm like, who the fuck is these niggas still? But I see son from 2 days before that got boxed on. So I see him looking, but he pointing, he talking. They stopped like halfway in between the block. Like they had like 6, 7 houses to get to before they got to us. They stopped, looked, and turned back around and head back towards Bedford. So I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, whatever. 3 days go past. I think it was like, if I'm lying, I'm flying. It was like Good Friday. It was like that Thursday, the let off before Good Friday. You know, like for Easter and all that Easter little break that we get, that spring vacation. We got out that Thursday. I think we got out that Thursday. It was like raining. And we sitting out, we sitting in the classroom, 8th period, Mr. Hunter Club, we sitting there. And we used to have the windows cracked open because it used to be hot as shit. So now we had the windows cracked open, boom. So my man Frosted Flakes, he looked out the window, he like, yo, bro, it's like mob of niggas in front of the store. There's a store right there on Macon and Marcy. Is that Jose? No, that's Macon. It is Macon. Macon and Marcy. There was a corner store right there. We could look right across the street from the school and look right into fucking the corner store. So we looking, we see I see like 20 niggas. But I know they from the school, so I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, fuck. He like, yo, nah, son, that niggas look kind of fishy. Like, what all them niggas up here for? And something telling me like, yo, I hope it ain't from, cause I don't recognize none of the dudes at all. Like, I don't know them from Adam. I don't know them. I didn't know them niggas. So I come out of school, we over the bell ring, we come out, we get our shit, we walking out. So it was like a crew of us, like 8 of us. Like 8 of us and shit. Me, my man Forster, it was a couple of us. And we walking from the school, we used to get together and walk back to the block or whatever. So we walking, it's like 20. So once we passed them niggas, they stopped, they was moving on us. Like, soon as them niggas wasn't moving until they seen us move. And once we moved, them niggas started moving. So them niggas started moving, following. So we walking, I'm like, yo, bro. So we look, every block we turn around, they getting closer and closer, not stopping. They're just like on us. I said, yo, bro. So I'm telling my man, I'm like, yo, bro, if them niggas come past Madison, we gonna rock it off on them niggas. We on our block now. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas follow us to Madison, you know it's a problem. We setting off on them niggas. Cause it was like a juvenile, not a juvenile, what's that shit called? Like a counseling building when them niggas, when you go get locked up for juveniles. And niggas used to have, it's a school, I forgot what they used to call it. So we thought them niggas was from there, some shit called Changes or some stupid shit, but it was the school that niggas used to go to that got locked up and came home and they used to go to that person. I thought that's what they really found it, cause I didn't know them niggas. So them niggas actually followed us to the old Boys and Girls High. It was the old Boys and Girls High on the corner of Madison, I don't know if it's still there on Madison and fucking Malta. I don't know if that school still there, but that's what it was. So I said, yo, bro, if they follow us to the corner, we rocking it off. As soon as we hit Putnam, the block before my block, this nigga, brave little short fat nigga from the next block, nigga comes. I found out he was from the next block. The nigga bumps me. They say he bumped me. That's how my niggas was. We was instigators, but we didn't give a fuck. So some walked past, speed past, but they all in back of him. So as he walked past, they say he nipped me, but I didn't feel nothing. Honestly, word everything I love, I didn't feel shit. So when they told me, they're like, yo, that nigga bumped you? Let that nigga bump you? So I said, who bumped me? When I said, who bumped me, nigga, son turned around. So he must have obviously did bump me because I didn't feel it though. I had a fucking leather coat on and a hoodie. No, I had a leather coat on because it was like, I had a leather coat and a hood because it was like April, but it was like a little coat. I had a leather coat on and like a shirt on it, so I didn't really feel it. You know what I'm saying? I really honestly didn't feel that shit. Son turned around. When I said, who bumped me? The son turned around. His whole crew turned around. And he's like, nigga, I bumped you. What's up? Before I could I'm like, what, nigga? I'm like, who the fuck is this? So before I could even react to take my shit off, the son already popped it off on me, bro. So I got caught with my book bag in my this shit got me mad, bro. I got caught with my book bag in my leather coat in between, so I got caught trying to take it out my arm. This nigga rocking it on me, bro. So I'm trying to cover with my chin. This nigga still, boom, boom, boom. He going ham, ape shit on my shit. Word. So my twin sets it off. Boom, my man Forster pops it off. I think my light-skinned friend, that nigga took off running across the street by the church. He put it, I don't know where he was at. And then my other 2 dudes ran towards motherfucking Satellite East. 305, my old public school. But my man, Forster Flick, set it off, and my twin brother, they set it off. Boom. So son was wilding. I ain't going front, but nigga gave me like 2 knots. Or son went ape shit. So I'm like, all right, boom, so I'm tight. They school safety from the old boys girls come down. They locked everybody up. They took my twin and they took my twin. They took my twin and son, nigga that set it off for me and shit. I wasn't fighting that nigga, bro. That nigga was like 300 pounds, bro. That nigga, I was gonna try to set it off and do as much as I knew I wasn't gonna beat that nigga. That nigga was like 300 pounds, and I was like 80. But I was just gonna pop it off and show that nigga I wasn't no pussy, but I knew I couldn't really beat the nigga. So I was like, yo, nigga, I ain't fighting. I'm gonna go. So after he set it off, he like, nigga, you wanna go again? I'm like, nigga, I'm about to go get my older brother, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga? I'm like, stay right here. That's what everybody started laughing and shit. So that's like an old joke that nigga, I ain't fighting you again, nigga. I ain't stupid, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pussy, but I'm not stupid either. You know what I'm saying? So they, anyway, school safety come out, they take them in or whatever. My mom's had recipe, she had to come get my twin out, whatever, bring them to the house. So I'm like, my mom's like, the whole time, she's like, nah, y'all in the house, y'all, every time y'all go somewhere, y'all frightened, y'all on punishment. I'm like, punishment? I'm like, man, So she like, yeah, I better not touch this fucking door for the whole weekend. I'm like, yo, ma, it's Easter coming up. She like, yeah, and then we going out for Easter. That's it. And we going out, and that's it. We going right back to the house. I ain't coming out. And I hanging out here, over here. I'm like, yo, listen. So she goes out. My step pops goes out. Man, I call my boys. I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? We want to get back today, bro, from with them niggas? Like, we going over there. We was wild goons, bro. We didn't give a fuck, bro. We ain't have no ham. We wasn't playing with hammers and shit at the time. But we was like on some fighting shit. We wasn't playing with no guns and shit. We was fighting with these. So we all linked up. I called my boy. We used to have the house phones before cell phones was even popping. Cell phones were just like getting popping, but we ain't have one. You know what I'm saying? So we called each other cribs, niggas met up. We used to cross over from the roofs. We had roofs. Like we used to cross over. Our buildings was connected. At 240, 242, 280, everything was connected. And we could walk from roof to roof to roof to roof, roof to building, roof to building. So I'm saying? We had nosy ass people on the block, so I didn't never want to come down and have a meeting in front of the building. So I used to tell them, we cross over to the roof and come in my crib. I lived on the 4th floor. Come straight down the roof of my crib. We were right there, so nobody ever knew. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever knew on the block that we was having a meeting, what we was discussing. So anyway, real Smith, that block was legendary, man. Word of mother, real shit. And I had a lot of real niggas over there. Word, and I got love for it, man, still to this day. But anyway, we had a meeting. We was like, yo, we going over there. So we used to go to YMCA every fucking Friday on Monroe and Bedford. Good old days, man. Good old days. Pool night. Shit, we used to jump in the pool and shit. Word, this shit was crazy. Yeah, epic nights, bro. So we pull up. We go there. We like, yo, fuck that. I told my older brother, I'm like, yo, bro, we going to YMCA. He like, all right. So I'm like, I ain't want to tell him, but I already knew he was going to call my mom's and tell her that we wasn't even supposed to be outside anyway. But I'm like, yo, listen, we going to get caught. At least go do something good. Say we was somewhere good. That way it will be less severe, even though we wasn't supposed to go outside anyway. So we done, but I get out the crib, go to YMCA and shit. I hit the YMCA. I'm sitting tight the whole time thinking about what I'm gonna do to this nigga, bro. So I don't want to play basketball. I don't want to play pool. I just want blood. Even if I gotta bust this nigga head open with a bat, or with a fucking 2x4, anything. I just wanted this nigga to feel. Nigga, I had a do-rag on Easter, nigga, with 2 knots on my fucking hand. I was like, man, this nigga gotta feel it. You know what I'm saying? Parting. Bikes. Riding bikes. It was end of September. Man, so anyway, sun pull up and shit. So we arguing, we going back and forth, and we actually get it on, and he ended up beating my man. We ended up going on the block. He ended up seeing us. He ended up beating my man Forster ass. Word, he had my man Forster on the floor doing push-ups. So we just lost that battle all the way. Yeah, he jumped on. That shit was crazy, bro. My man Forster got his ass beat, but that's still my brother, man. He still got it in and shit. Tomorrow I'm gonna touch bases on another story, man. I love y'all, man. Get back at me.